Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hello, family. This is Mr. E. Thought I'd come by and leave a message. I was thinking about something. You know, my family just recently, um, my children especially, and my ex, and they live in Birmingham, Alabama, and they were all there in the same place together. And so they all came down with COVID, and thank God they made it through. I was really concerned about them for a minute, and especially not being able to be there. But as you know, when once someone comes down with COVID, they have to be in isolation, and that's the saddest thing because you never know this what's going to be the outcome, and we just try to be as faithful and try to be as positive as possible when we hear that one of our loved ones is dealing with COVID because it's taking so many of us out. So it was really some concern to me. But since they have gotten to a safe place, I pray, because, they say that we can easily come down with this again. And still, I have not and don't plan to come down with COVID. But, we never know. So we just always, like I say, stay ready. Okay. But in the thought came to me about this, something that I felt that was inspired information that came to me, just my mind thinking, and I thought, especially since I've been studying more about the African spiritual systems and about how, just studying nature. I like really basing truth on some of the things that we find in nature because I believe that truly nature is the handprint of God. And if we study those things, we can get some nuggets from there that would be good for us as far as finding out who we are and just trying to improve our lives. I remember hearing that, I've always known that it's good to spend as much time as we can in the sunlight, to get our vitamin D, and that I'm sure that there are some other benefits that we can also get from being in the sun. But all of this has to do with, also keeping our immune system very strong, okay? And I'm sure that there are other benefits also by being in the sun. But I kind of thought about, seemed like I remember someone saying that fair complexion people don't have to stay in the sun as long in order to get the benefits from the sunlight. And I thought about that. I actually thought about this a while back, but when the COVID thing came on, I really just started really trying to find all the natural ways that we could benefit ourselves. And so while I was thinking about that, and it says something about if you're a darker complexion person, like myself, or black people, period, we have to stay in the sunlight a whole lot longer in order to get the benefits of the vitamin D. And I think it says something like 20 minutes more to get it. But we know that if you're a fair complected person, if you don't have the melanin in your body, that you absorb the vitamin D very quickly. But by us having the complexion that we do, that it takes us longer to get the vitamin D, we have to be out there a lot longer. Okay, and I also thought that usually if you're a fair complexion person, you're probably going to deal with sunburn more, right? Okay, but yet you get this vitamin D so much faster than we would. And I got to thinking about just nature, period. And I used to always wonder, why is it that the back of my hand or the inside of my hand is lighter than the dark side of my hand? And my feet are the same way. And you're probably are the same also. I think most of us are. Melanated people, our skin is darker, but under our feet and our hands are lighter. And I kind of thought about that. And I thought about the concept of lighter skinned people able to absorb the vitamin D sooner. And me taking that knowledge and understanding just about worship, when we raise our hands, and if we raise our hands to the sun that is lighter, is it possible that we could increase the intake of the vitamin D into our bodies? And historically, when you saw people raising their hands as to worship the Son of God, the S-O-N of God, getting out into nature and raising your hands, it looks like praise. We go to church and we raise our hands, but do we go out into nature and raise our hands to receive the health and the nourishment from the sun, from the S-O-N of God? Isn't that something? Maybe the fact that it is important to us because we need to remember to praise the Son of God. Okay. And the same thing with our feet. Have you heard about people who do sun gazing? I've done it. I will go to the beach and I will take off my shoes and I will put my feet in the soil. And I remember reading somewhere about sun gazing and that we'll stand on the ground. And when we stand on the ground, we actually ground ourselves to the earth. And just think what you would look like raising your hands to the sun, grounding yourself to the earth, receiving the energy of the sunlight, the health coming into our bodies. We don't burn, but we have a covering to receive those energies into our bodies, to receive the health from the sun. I thought, you know what? We being the sons of God, worshiping the Son, S-U-N, of God, brings health and nurturing to our bodies. Is this the reason why we need to get out of the house? No one needs to be running us back up in the house. We're running out of the sun because we don't want to get darker or whatever. Forget that. We should love the fact that God has given us the melanin that we need to protect us from the danger of the sunlight. But if we just get up early in the morning, get up in the daytime, raise your hands and receive the vitamin D, because we are the children of God. We are the children of God. We are in the image of the description that they give us of Jesus. So why should we run from the sun? It's not a punishment for us. It is well received by us. We need to get back to getting into nature, understanding our history, where we came from, raise our hands to the sun, and receive the blessings that we get from the sunlight. I remember a lot of people we were being told to get out of, telling us to stay in our homes and what have you. We need to get out of there. We may need to put our mask on. We need to be holy anyway. There's a scripture that says, come from among them. Yeah. So maybe we don't need to be touching and breathing in each other's breath anyway, We do need to protect our temples. We need to treat ourselves holy. Who said we had to shake hands? Maybe we can just put our hands together and do the nod. I thought the fist pump was really good when it came in for us as a way of keeping from touching. Now the elbow or whatever. But it sounds like something I would think that we need to learn and keep it with our generations to come anyway. I like when the brothers would go, what's up? What's up? We can speak from a distance. We can love from a distance. But we do need to come in contact with the Son of God and receive health into our bodies. Stand on the ground. Ground yourself to the earth. This is our home. We are earthlings. We belong here. The sun brings us health. We should not run from nature. We should run into nature. Get out there and breathe that fresh air in. Let the oxygen come into our bodies and make our bodies more alkaline. Get rid of the acid. Get into the sunlight. Receive our vitamin D and our benefits to make our bodies healthier. Improve our immune system so that these afflictions don't affect us the way it is doing right now. We need more sunlight, not less. Let's move into the light. Let's move into the light. Peace. Hello, family. This is Mr. E. If you would like to support the works of Mr. E or any of Ezel's productions, you may make your donations at Cash App. You will use $EKUFIE, EKUFIE, or you may make your payments through check or money order made out to Anthony Ezel or to Ezel's Productions, LLC. That address is P.O. Box 492, Jackson, Alabama, 36545. Or you may contact us at the phone number of 251-709-1123. Thank you.